Fires burning wild, tearing us apart. In the shadows we find our start, dancing with danger, playing our part. Wings of fury slicing the night, tales of legend lost in flight. Whispers of power hidden from sight, embracing the chaos with all our might. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise will soar, in your flame we find our core. Burning bright like wild fantasy, echoes of past now set us free. Riding on winds of destiny, finding truth in the debris. With every blaze we understand, holding tight to the beast's hand. In this fire we make a stand, love and chaos go hand in hand. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise will soar, in your flame we find our core. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise will soar, in your flame we find our core. Dragon close to our heart, fires burning wild, tearing us apart. In the shadows we find our start, dancing with danger, playing our part. Wings of fury slicing the night, tales of legend lost in flight. Whispers of power hidden from sight, embracing the chaos with all our might. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise will soar, in your flame we find our core. Burning bright like wild fantasy, echoes of past now set us free. Riding on winds of destiny.
Hello everyone and welcome. We're in for another game of the God of Light campaign. Things are finally getting rolling. Our party is finally going to find out why exactly were they chosen? What were they chosen for? And what is going on? Also, we have an oh no, he's hot moment as we finally made a visual for the Necromancer. And yeah, I accidentally made him hot. It was completely unintentional, but oh no, he's hot. I'll show the picture the next time we encounter him, but for now, our party had just saved the priestess, and they were told they need to stay at the temple that they want to get away from for obvious reasons. They want to get away for obvious reasons. The reason why they have to stay is not obvious. But I'm going to bring them into chat, and then we will get going. Okay, we are live.
Woo.
Hello.
So, who remembers what happened last time?
No
My
comment.
memory ain't there, Chief.
I remember getting 2 nat 1s and a nat 20.
Yeah, doing some item identification.
Item identification, the one thing that Fletcher thinks he's good at.
I remember I was in a coffin.
Technically, you were in a
Right.
coffin that was inside of a tomb that was inside of a temple.
Right, we saved the priestess.
And then she didn't want us to leave the tomb. Said we have to stay. And then we were gonna start on epic story time.
Indeed, we are. So, is everyone successfully in Foundry? This is a
I
very
am.
important thing to ask because there's every chance that I crash you when I boot this up.
Huh, wonderful.
I'm in.
Ryan?
I am in as
So,
I'm
if you'll
actually using the mouse
notice,
today.
pay close attention to the campfire.
It's moving.
Ooh, that's cool.
So, Dungeon Alchemist has the option to export maps as MP4s.
That's cool.
Oh, we have an actual icon for the person now too.
Yeah, oh no, she's hot. Because apparently I can't make a character not be hot.
It's an adventuring party. Everyone's gonna be hot whether they want to or not.
Oh, wait, I forgot to update Celeste's. So that is one thing I want to talk to y'all about is is making all of the tokens similar. Because the fact that we have one token that looks like a mini, and then a bunch of different like arts and stuff, it is not consistent and it hurts the brain sometimes. So, not going to be handled tonight, obviously, because fuck that. But we need to, as a group, decide how we want to handle the party's tokens and whatnot, and then make it happen. Oh,
Okay.
right. So we have camp, and I was able to do a thing.
Get music.
I think Val and Mail are somewhere.
Say what?
The two bards in the other
two
party.
bards from
Oh, yeah.
the play by post are they're off in the woods a little bit away.
Okay, there we go. That's a better volume, at least on my end. Chat, let me know if the music can't be heard or if it's too loud. I will adjust it. Also, because of what Dungeon Alchemist is able to do, we are retconning the size of your wagon.
Valid.
But yeah, so you did in fact save the priestess. She was locked away. They were using her blood and healing her up and using her blood and healing her up from what you could tell and from what little she told you. But go ahead and place yourselves wherever you want to be around the campfire, as it's now time for story time.
Yeah, I feel like I should be standing over here.
Butt's pretty comfy as it is.
Okay. The priestess will give a deep sigh and go, "Thank you for being understanding. I know you want to get away from here, but here is where you need to be." So there's a few things to talk about first, I guess. First off, my supposed kidnapping was not originally supposed to actually be a kidnapping. It was supposed to be a way to get you all here without drawing too much attention. Unfortunately, as I was doing preparations in the temple for your arrival, the necromancer showed up. He was spouting some nonsense about, and then she'll just look at Fletcher and Jody and go, well, presumably about you two. And when he saw me, he took me by surprise. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but it seems like a lot of his power is currently wrapped up in contracts. So I will say this. Do be careful, because the next time you face him, he's liable to not be as much of a pushover as he was. So, it'll take me a bit to purify the temple, but I need to purify the temple because the reason I needed you all gathered here is we need the temple's connection to the hermit. Fletcher,
The hermit?
Fletcher, I overheard you identifying the gear. I was mostly out cold, but I could still hear your voice. This temple is the final resting place of the hero of Kree, a original founder who defeated a usurper god. The usurpers wanted to replace the current status quo, and one of them was a god of death who wanted to replace the unnamed god. Unfortunately for him, Galal, the unnamed god, out of character real quick, give me 1 second. I've forgotten the name of the god of darkness if I have given him one yet. Dorcha. Right. Okay. But Galal, the unnamed god, and Dorcha all took offense at that, and so they each provided a champion apiece, and the three of them ended up putting down this usurper god. The name of this god has been, no, it has not been lost to time because I gave it to you.
It's the necromancer god. It's Miramos.
Miramos.
Mirimos.
Miramos was put down. Those respective champions then proceeded to become founders of great cities. Galal's champion founded Raifel. Kree's champion founded Kree. Dorcha's champion ended up founding Kree. And the unnamed god's champion went on a pilgrimage and has not been heard from since. No one knows what happened to them. But along their journey, they received the hero's blessings from the hermit. The hermit is a somewhat mysterious figure. He appears throughout time when the world has been in need of heroes, and the hero's blessing has allowed them to rise up to the point to where they could even challenge gods. And that is what we need you all to do now. So it'll take me about a week to purify the temple because of all the gunk that the necromancer has done. He has gone on and on about becoming the new Miramos and eventually becoming the new god of death. While he is not your primary goal, he is somebody you will need to deal with eventually.
I think Jody will be pretty happy to punch him in the face some more.
She's just gonna let out a sigh because she is conflicted on some things.
Sensing your confliction, the priestess will finally introduce herself because I forgot to do that. My bad. My name is Gwendolyn, and I am a druid from the Circle of Life in... Fuck, I never gave the kingdom a name. I am really bad about that. Insert kingdom
Great
name.
kingdom.
Eventually, I will give it an actual name. But she is from a predominantly elven nation. Ironically enough, she is human. But she is a druid from one of the kingdoms that is basically the broccoli branches or tree branches of Ryfel. And she will continue. I can understand your conflict, but know this, Jody. Everything will make sense after you have been to the hermit.
How the hell do you know my name?
I mean, I did just say it.
Out of character, you were just directly called Jody, but in character, well, I know all of your names. We have Jody, Master Fletcher.
So now you add the title. So
Also-
now I'm not a. Okay.
Also,
Okay. No,
what-
okay.
quick thing. I'm gonna DM you.
Okay.
Fucking call me a familiar earlier to know my name now. Sure. Okay. I see how it is. Fletcher hiding in Jody's little hood, staring at Gwen from across the way.
Keep in mind, when you found her, she had been tortured for like half a month, if not longer. I can't remember how long it took y'all to get down here.
And when Fletcher got there, he was in the middle of a panic attack because he had just lost Jody after everything. So yeah, Fletcher's still not very mentally stable right now. It's fine. It's great.
Oh,
Chat's
Fletcher
having a
is
moment.
not going to enjoy this session then. But
Oh, probably not.
all right, DM. I didn't get the ping because But she'll then say Lady Brynhilder, and of course, the young K-Paw, who might want to start thinking about getting a new name since you have traded it away.
Wow, you know a lot.
Well,
He knows too much.
without going into deeper detail, let's just say you were not chosen at random. She'll look at Saren and Celeste and go, and you two are potentials. There are 5 names to be written upon this path of heroes, of which 4 are set in stone, and there is a small list of potentials to take on the 5th. Whether or not that will be one of you two is yet to be seen, and might not be revealed until the end of the journey. Celeste just kind of grumbles and says that this was just supposed to be a joint exercise, and I missed out on the fighting. And now you're saying I'm going to have to go on some journey? Gwen will just pause and go, there'll be plenty of fighting on the journey if that's what you're concerned about. And that seems to perk Celeste up. Saren is just doing
Battle
her...
junkie.
Saren is just kind of shrinking into herself a bit at all of this. So, I forgot to tell you to prep for this ahead of time, but a week will pass with with Gwen purifying the temple. I also forgot to make a purified version of the temple map, so we're just going to have to use our imagination there. But you do have a week of downtime to try to do different things. All of the basic downtime activities that are in the rulebook are allowed, but I will also let you attempt to train a new skill if you wish. And the way it'll work is, if you want to train a skill cannot be trained beyond what you can naturally train at your level. So right now you can't go above trained. And it will take a period of time. You will not be gaining a new skill training in this 1 week, but you'll be making progress towards it. I'll get actual written out rules for it, but you can spend a week of downtime focusing on a skill, and at the end of that week you will roll a check that will just be a d20 plus the ability modifier for that skill. And if you beat a DC that will get more difficult the more skills you have trained, then you will get progress towards becoming trained in that skill.
This is not really a skill, but can Jody sort of train her hand? Because you said I will need to eventually do that because she lost a finger.
So that won't take a whole week of time to do. You'll have enough free time to unclumsy yourself that way, but yes, you can do that while working on a skill if you want, or you can do any of the other downtime activities. Obviously, there is no civilization here, so you won't be able to earn money.
Yeah.
But
Where do you see downtime activities?
yeah, I meant to frickin' have you all do this before today, but I completely forgot I had this planned.
Actually, no, I have an idea. Can I assist in helping Fletcher train thievery?
What is my thing? Oh, yeah, I don't have thievery.
You can, and we will handle it just like the regular aid another action.
But do I try to train Arcana or crafting?
But and so the basic way this is going to work is you'll have a set DC based on what the based off how many skills you already have trained. On a success, you get 1 point. On a crit success, you get 2 points. At 3 points, you become trained in that skill. And then once you're able to train to higher skills, it will increase how many points you need to get that skill. Also, a failure will deduct a point, and a crit failure will deduct. No, a failure will be no progress. A crit failure will deduct 1 point towards becoming trained in that skill. I know that Foundry will allow you to easily just become trained in a skill if you hit that value. Until then, I would find a place to put notes, like maybe make a journal entry or whatever to keep track of whatever skills you're training. Other than that, I do not have a set formula for the DCs for these yet, so just record what your role is in doing this. So Fletcher, Jody, are you going to be training? Are y'all going to spend the week training Fletcher in thievery?
Sure.
I was gonna say unless he wanted to do something.
I didn't really have anything thought of.
Hell yeah! I get to teach the cat crimes.
Teach the cat crimes.
I mean, it would have been useful if the cat had been taught crimes before. So.
You know, I
Well, I
just
tried to,
realized.
and then there's a butterfly apparently.
I just realized I was being like, oh, you just need to roll a d20 plus the attribute. I just realized that's what the skill is when you're untrained. So yeah, you can literally just roll the skill check at the end of the week.
Okay.
Okay, so both of y'all can go ahead and roll that, and just for simplicity's sake, please use Foundry. I know it has been slightly unfair to some of y'all, but it is a relatively balanced rolling system, and it simplifies everything, just having it all in one place.
Crafting for Arcana. Crafting
So,
for Arcana.
so what do I do to aid?
You also roll a thievery check.
And it's public roll?
Yes.
Or... Oh, fuck. Cat's not good at crime.
You're learning.
You know what? I don't think Foundry likes me. How is it that my last 4 rolls were 3 different nat 1s and a nat 20?
I'm telling you, this dice hates us.
I'm sorry. You do technically have a hero point to spend. That reminds me, we are going to be going ahead with the hero point system, so you can spend a hero point to re-roll a roll.
I think crafting makes a little bit more sense in Arcana, honestly. Although
Do I want to spend a
don't
hero point
know.
that could save me
I'm
if I
I'm
die?
planning on Arcana.
Fucking...
So you're training Arcana, you said?
Yes.
Okay, roll it.
I got nothing for
Okay, so just create an entry in your journals, title it skills, and then put down the check you just rolled. Whatever you choose to do, Fletcher, if you do re-roll it with a hero point, you get to add 1 to the roll because of Jody's aid. Jody did not roll high enough to add 2 to it, so...
It's more me sitting here debating, do I want to use a hero point that could save me later on a fucking thievery check?
How important is the cat? Is it to the cat to learn crimes?
Also, I will say this, there is no going negative, so if you are at 0 points towards a skill and you roll a crit 1, you do not go to -1, you remain at 0. I am not going to be that big of a bastard.
I think it's more of just the matter of... I don't think the cat's head is in crime mode. I think the
Fair.
cat is more focused on Jody's alive.
Right.
Yeah, you're more paying attention to spending time with Jody than actually like doing the skill.
Learning the crime.
Yeah.
And I will say this. I will say you have enough time within the day to both try to learn a skill yourself and to aid someone else in learning a skill. So, Jody, you can pick a skill to try to roll for as well. Let's see. Saren can either help Brynhilder with crafting or help K-Paul with Arcana, but she cannot help both. That being said, like I said, I don't have the formula set yet, but I don't... Okay, there is no way...
I know for sure I am not learning anything.
Yeah, so I will have Saren roll an Arcana because she might be able to give a big enough boost to K-Paul to
Wait.
get a crit, is the word I'm looking for. Well, that'll be a +1, so record your result as a 20, K-Paul. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so just put 20 on learn Arcana check. Okay, if I just put add skill and just put it in that skill section, or add lore.
no, not add lore. Make a journal entry for it.
All right.
And if you need me to, I can make a second page for you, K-Paul, because you have all your stuff in a single journal entry right now.
A lot of my skills are
Okay.
already trained.
Do
So
do
Yeah,
you
you're-
have
Yeah.
Are you
I have a very
trained?
similar thing. Like, I know my DC is going to be high even if I do try to learn
Wait,
it.
how are
just
you an
'cause, like,
expert in stealth already?
level 2.
yeah.
You skill boost level 2.
And it lets you go to expert?
It sets you to expert. It doesn't let you. It does it, I think.
Oh wait, no.
I'm not
It's not
expert
till level 3
in
that you
anything.
get the thing.
Hold on, because I
Yeah,
know
no,
I transferred everything from the Pathfinder Path Builder thing. So hold on. I'll check it there because it's fucking easier to read that.
Yeah, no.
If anything,
At level 2, she is an expert in stealth.
probably a rogue thing.
Interesting.
Yep.
Probably.
God,
Jody, do you want to learn religion from a cat? Trained in 3 skills, and I don't think any of them.
Jody's
help
already
anyone.
trained in religion.
Fuck. Do
Yep.
you want to learn occultism from a cat?
Already
I am also
trained.
trained in occult.
Okay, well, I can't help you with shit then, unless you want to suddenly learn how to use my sword,
I am.
which you're probably also trained in. The cat's useless. It's
I
fine.
think I might be, but I don't use it. So
It's.
Well,
I think
her
it's-
sword is special. It's a advanced weapon for anyone other than her.
Oh, did
so
There's
am
the add
missing-
page button.
there, I could
I
train
am
you.
missing 5 skills, by the way.
Real quick, what was that, K-Paw?
Oh, I said there's the add page button.
Yeah. If you want to, in your own time, you can split up your journal if you would like. If you want to leave it all the same, I might let you leave it all the same, but I might be making my own journal, copying off of your notes.
But there are 5 skills that I am not trained in: nature, performance, arcana. Wait, no, 6, right? Or am I? No, 5. It is 5. So nature, performance, arcana, crafting, and medicine.
There are only 7 that I'm not trained in.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
both of you are going to have significantly higher DCs than the other characters.
Yep.
I have a high intelligence.
Okay,
I don't-
let's learn nature, and by learn I mean let's fail nature.
Hold on. Wait, I think I might be able to help with something, but I can't figure out how to look at something, so I'm just pulling up my path builder real quick.
What are you trying to look at?
Fletcher, the willing host thing, it allows me to do something, and I don't remember what. Willing host. Once per day, you can attempt a skill. Oh no, that's exploration. Never mind. I was gonna make the joke of could I ask the spirits to help me train Jody in something, but that's not what it does.
What is your... Let me look at it specifically. Pathfinder 2E.
But am I good to roll nature?
Yes.
That's a 14. That is a no.
Yeah, no, that
like
might
I-
have been progress if you were Fletcher, but
If you were me with my only 3 skills.
My bad.
you know what?
Yeah,
Fletcher, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you can sacrifice the +1 that Jody would have given you to re-roll the check. You can't
Okay.
really do worse
For my
Yeah, you can't really do worse.
for your thievery, yes.
Okay. Did I do worse? No, not technically. Got a 3 instead. Technically, it's the same fucking thing!
The dice really hate you, and I'm sorry.
The one who gave up on Foundry at first. Foundry just fucking hates me and my stupid cat.
I gave up on Foundry real quick when it immediately insta-killed me.
It's a balanced dice bot, I swear.
Well, it's fucking lying to you.
Anywho, okay, so A week has passed, and you all have done your various trainings. And then Gwen finally comes out of the temple. She is in some gorgeous white robes at this point, and she looks at you all and goes, "Okay, who is ready to go meet the hermit?"
I suppose
Sure.
so.
And
Whatever
so,
gets us going
theater of
faster.
imagination, just imagine that all these sickly green lights and the fucking bone torches and everything else are all now a soft pale blue. Still very ethereal, still very much you're in a temple for the dead, but it's softer and kinder rather than screaming Disney villain.
Valid.
She walks you all downstairs to the center circle, the circle where the necromancer had summoned a devil, the circle where Jody nearly died and then ended up in a coffin. And she tells you all to gather round. It is time for you all to meet the hermit. And she asks that you all step into the circle.
Is there
Okay.
an insight check thing?
It is a subset of perception, yes.
I'm gonna do that because that's sketchy as shit. Still.
I
least
will
for-
state, one of the things that I was reminded of going through K-Paw's journal was you do have a portrait of the priestess you are supposed to hunt, you are supposed to find, and this woman matches the portrait.
True, but I'm saying Jody is a very cautious person,
Okay,
and
roll me perception.
That's 23.
She seems genuine in her intent.
If I get teleported to another goddamn fucking coffin, I swear to God.
Fletcher's not
That's
letting go of you.
Watson.
Fletcher's little nails are dug into your clothes.
Thank God she's wearing leather armor.
Yeah.
Actually, roll me an unarmed claw attack.
Fuck. Do I have close hands? I don't think I technically have claws.
You
but I think
should as an awakened animal, but
No, because I think claws are a thing that I could get.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
can,
you have
unarmed
to get
can-
ads here.
You know.
you can
think
take
that's a-
one.
okay, so your claws are successfully dug into the armor.
Hell yeah.
I rolled for you because I'm a bit faster and the dice are a bit kinder to me. Okay.
I hope you know I wrote it in my journal that I got the same number, just not a nat 1 technically when I tried to do my own roll.
Which does make a difference, technically.
It is no longer a crit failure. It is just a
Fletcher's
regular
ego.
failure, most likely. But
I think for Fletcher's ego, it's even worse actually.
Fair.
okay, so she is going to mutter some words. None of y'all speak Empyrean, right?
No.
Okay, no.
Nope.
Don't think so. Did I ever choose my... Actually, wait. Yes, I do. I do
barely-
speak Empyrean.
Okay. So right off the bat, Brynhilder, the first thing you're going to think of is the fact that a druid casting a spell in Empyrean instead of the secret druidic language is odd.
Okay.
But she's going to say, and you're not going to have time to respond to this, let these souls pass from this life peacefully and be greeted with open arms in the next.
Wait, what?
Huh?
That's literally what you hear as the spell goes off. Wait, what?
and you all appear in an area that is pitch black because I forgot to make the map for today. I remembered the campsite. I made the music. I forgot to make the area y'all were being sent to. So we're going to Theater of the Minot with an Abyss.
Okay.
If it'll let you, go ahead and throw your character out, but
I don't think it will.
it does.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Not letting me.
Oh, right. It's because I'm God.
Can we theater of the mind with a blank
there you go.
slate?
Hey, get back here.
Does it still let you
Sorry.
move around in the Abyss?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all are in an endless abyss. There is a bit of time for y'all to talk, so if you want to inform them of what just got said.
I'm keeping it to myself.
I'm. Didn't you say you said wait what and then we teleported?
Yeah.
Jody will just go what's going on?
I can't get off of Jojo's face if I'm
Just
mounted.
the words of the spell were odd. Nothing more.
What?
Um,
What's
What
that?
do you mean they were odd?
It is
Roll-
an obvious lie.
What was said?
I don't think you want to know.
You're being
Clearly-
stared at by a cat who is very clearly judging you for
Clearly-
not telling the truth.
So I don't remember the exact wording, but I'll go ahead and say it, just kind of weakly.
May these souls rest in
No,
have a
no,
peaceful.
so, may these souls pass peacefully from this life and be welcomed with open arms in the next.
Bitch, I'm going to kill her.
Excuse me? I'm going to sharpen my claws, and next time I see her, she will feel the wrath of my anger. If I
Fletcher,
lose-
you
Yes,
may
ma'am.
roll me a religion check.
Oh, you are not on me.
No, because every time I go on you, since I didn't put down my character, it doesn't let me move while I'm on you. It just puts me directly on your tits. Which, technically, Fletcher would lay on them if need be, but he prefers your shoulder. Religion check, where are my check? There. Oh, hey, 17. I'm not completely bad at something, ignore the factor that that's a natural 9 roll.
Okay,
It's fine.
so you remember something vague about Empyrean / Enochian magic. Technically speaking, those words don't strictly mean you were murdered.
They better fucking not.
Technically, they are used in reincarnation magic or transporting living creatures from the material plane to heaven. But not like as dead souls, but like
But
y'all
as living. Okay.
Yes. Truth be told,
Jody
I
doesn't-
didn't
Jody
expect
still
any of
doesn't
you to
care.
actually speak Empyrean. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm the one that recommended that.
Yeah, that I take Empyrean.
So, the Abyss does not last long. You are there for maybe 5 minutes total before it becomes blindingly bright. But then, as the light fades, you are in a small cave with a single tunnel exit. The cave itself is very filled with life. You can practically feel the vitality energy circulating around you. It is as if you are in life itself. And you hear from the other side of the tunnel an echoing voice that says, "The chosen have arrived. Come forth if you wish to meet your destiny."
I mean, it's not like we really have much other choice.
Destiny is a better word choice than death. So fine.
Well, wherever we are, can't be as bad as being
Hello.
literally killed. But
So you go through the tunnel, and it's a surprisingly long tunnel. It's about 500 feet long, making you wonder how was the voice able to echo so clearly to you. And as you pass through, you come into another cave, this time much larger, a diameter of about 100 feet. The cave walls are once more covered with moss. You can visibly see green life energy all about the moss and the rocks and the occasional tree. Even though you're in a cave, up at the very top there is an opening that's letting in natural light. And this light feels pure, it feels clean. This is the most at peace any of you have ever been. It feels like you are safe, like you are happy, like you belong. Jody, you notice something weird about your left hand, and if you look down at it, you have a pinky again.
uh, I'm not gonna jump to Jody's not gonna jump to conclusions. She's just gonna like sort of wring out her hand and then just get a move on.
In the center of the room, there is a rather large and flat rock, and seemingly meditating upon it is a grisly old-looking man. His white hair is unkempt and unruly. His beard goes down to just below his breasts. And his eyes open up as you enter, and he goes, "Welcome, welcome, chosen, and the potentials. I wish I could tell you more, but until you have proven yourself worthy, I am afraid that the best I can say is, it is time for you to face your destinies. Of course." And he just kind of stands up and his whole body is shaking, and he just starts to walk towards the edge of the rock, and as he comes over the edge, you just see him slowly float down to the ground, and he comes up to look you all in the face, standing just 10 feet from you, and he goes, "Of course, the fate of a hero is not one to be taken lightly, nor is it one I would force on those unwilling. So I grant you all a choice now. You can either face the hero's trials, accept your destiny, save yourselves and save the world, or you can go back home. Just know this, that when the end times come, you will know it is your fault if you do not accept. Beyond that, I cannot sway your decision. The choice must be yours." He'll wave his staff, and a table will appear with... How many of there are you? Let's see. We got the cat, the brat, the explosion,
At the brat.
the knight, the other knight, and the dragon. With 6 chalices, one of them appropriately sized for Fletcher, and another one that is also strangely appropriately sized for a tiny creature.
Saren.
Saren will
For
just
Saren.
look at it and almost without explanation, you will just see her resume her dragonette form, which will shock the hell out of Celeste, who goes, wait. You're a dragon? You're a dragon? You have a dragon? I'm a dragon slayer in a party full of dragons. She'll look at Fletcher and go, you're not a dragon, are you?
Fletcher kind of just smiles like a fanged smile.
For any viewers who are new to this campaign, Fletcher is a dragon-blooded awoken cat. Strictly speaking, she is the granddaughter of a dragon god who has the ego to match, but his powers have been greatly diluted.
To be fair, he's also not done anything to try to gain the power. Fletcher's lived a pampered life.
So, Celeste is going to roll a insight check to see if she can figure out what that is all about. Yeah, she's just going to groan and go, okay, polymorphed or descended?
Descended, I believe, would be the correct term.
She just looks at Jody and K-Paul now and go, you two? Any association with dragons? Am I just a living hypocrite now? I'm sorry, what did K-Paul say?
I can breathe fire, kind of.
And you were told to follow the dragon lady.
And then it's the cable.
And I'm supposed to follow the dragon lady.
And who, pray tell, is the dragon lady? She looks at Jody.
Don't look at me. I'm the most
He
normal one
points
here.
to Brynhilder.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you share why K-Paul thinks of her as the dragon lady?
He got the sense when he very first met her, I think.
Yeah, the visage of a dragon was overlaid Brynhilder when you first saw her. Right now, in Celeste's mind, Brynhilder is the dragon lady because she rides a dragon. It's up to you if you inform her or not, of course.
No, he doesn't explain any further.
Okay. So Saren will go up to the little chalice meant for her, and you'll notice that all of the chalices are seemingly themed after your character. So K-Paul's chalice has an obvious fire and water theme with subtle hints of earth, air, metal, wood. Fletcher, your chalice has that balance and chaos about it as a descendant of Kefnos.
I was gonna say it's like black base, but all of a sudden, every so often, the colors seem to shift and move differently because why not?
Brynhilder, yours is very much a regal but subtle. Like, it's obviously meant for someone of noble birth, but it's not in your face about it. It's not gaudy, but it is of upper class material. Celeste's has a surprising amount of draconic themery on it. She'll just look at it and go, he who
Careful.
slays 1,000 demons becomes one themselves. Does the same apply to dragon slayers?
Careful, your cup might break. Or breathe fire.
She'll just look at you and go, I can breathe fire.
It did. Well, then, yeah, you did kind of become a dragon, didn't you?
Out of character, Celeste is dragon-blooded.
It's
It's pretty much a requirement to join the Dragon Slayers.
Jody's literally the only one. The only one who doesn't breathe fire. Absolutely.
Jody, I shit you not, is just human. Literally just human.
Speaking of, Jody,
Brynhilder
yours...
is just human too. She just happens to ride a dragon.
My human.
Yeah, about that. You'll learn more later. Anywho, Jody. Yours is very basic, down to earth. It appears as if it is made of clay, but you, and only you, will notice that there is a small crack in the clay and something brighter. Sorry, two small cracks. On one side, the crack is something brighter and they're both mysterious, but the other one seems to be darker and as if pulling you to the abyss. But only you seem to be aware of these cracks and that darkness and that light in your cup. Almost as if it is speaking to your potential. The hermit will look at you and go, I am called the Hermit. I have been called many names over the ages. But it is my job to gauge the worth of the land's potential heroes. If you are willing to accept your fate, drink from your chalice. If you would prefer to leave all this behind you and return to your mundane lives, you may simply walk back through the tunnel and you will be returned as such.
Jody will specifically let Fletcher on the table for the cup. And she will not back away towards the entrance, but back away from the table.
K-pop drinks.
Okay. So K-Paw is the first to drink. Saren will drink after. Celeste will just give a begrudging sigh and then just bottoms up, I guess, and just tilts her head back and just chugs.
To our destiny, I suppose.
Fletcher, Jody, what are y'all doing?
Fletcher's just staring at Jody like Fletcher doesn't understand why Fletcher was allowed on the table, and then Jody backed away. Like Fletcher thought they were gonna do a thing where they clink the glasses or something like they did with the shots, and then you backed away, and Fletcher's just kind of staring like, wait, what?
Jody will, probably the first time you've ever seen her do this, just give you a soft look and just go ahead. I'll wait for you.
But cheers. And it's like Fletcher in his little pauses holding the thing out for you to cheers your chalice.
The hermit will speak up. I knew you, of all of them, would be reluctant. And he will say something, and you'll be the only one that hears it, Jody. But it will be an overlap of your real name and your true name. And for those that don't know, your true name is a name that not even you are aware of at birth, but it is basically speaks to the true essence of your absoluteness. It technically, a person that knows your true name can command you to do things even against your will. However, you get the distinct feeling that though you are hearing your true name spoken, he is not putting any power behind it. This is still 100% your own free will. And after he says that, he will go, but know this. They all have already accepted their fate, and they will try. And they will do well, but ultimately, without all of you, they will fail. And the only ones that hear that are Jody and Fletcher, as the others have already gone into a deep trance. The choice is yours. I cannot force you, but I can implore. I know your truth, what you think about yourself. This is your chance to either prove yourself right or wrong. Real quick, just confirm that I haven't lost y'all.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Beetle.
I'm trying to think. Jody will just say, you know, I'm really getting tired of this destiny talk. And just slowly walk up to the table.
As you do, Fletcher just holds up his chalice to you and goes, "Cheers." Please? I did the polite thing. Cheers?
I sucked in it.
I'm sorry, what, Jody?
Think I killed Tanky.
The thing is Tanky started laughing before you said that I did the polite thing.
Tanky knew.
I sucked in air. Not air. I sucked in fucking saliva right as you did the please.
I killed Tanky.
She will just raise the glass.
Fletcher bumps the glasses together like we did the shot glasses.
Just know, if it was anyone else, I would have chose differently. And she'll just take a swig.
We'll keep each other safe. And then Fletcher follows suit.
Okay, as you all drink, you all have this weird fade to black. That music change was more abrupt than I intended. But and as you awaken, you just hear something in the back of your mind say, "You were not worthy." And this next part, you find yourselves all separated from each other. Someplace familiar, but not quite the same. Fletcher, we'll start with you. You find yourself back at the Immortal King's palace. The Immortal King looks at you and goes, "Ah, there's my little man." And he'll pick you up and give you head scratches and go, "You seem to be having quite a fit. Did you have a nightmare?"
That was a dream?
I can only guess. It started out well enough, but then you were rolling and meowing.
No, there was a quest, and we went to save the priestess, and then she was rude. I got treats and I made friends. You sent us.
Sent you? Who else would I have sent? We haven't had a visitor to these halls in 10 years. Well, an invited visitor, I should say.
But it was like this big thing, and it was like it was there was a guy, and he's gonna try and be the next Merimosh. And, like, we're gonna have to stop him, and he was dealing with demons and stuff.
Huh. You must have been reading your books before you fell asleep last time. Well, enough of that. We actually have our first bit of official business in quite a while. Last night, somebody snuck in and attempted to take my life. We are to see to their execution today.
Oh. Okay. You can't die, though. That was kind of stupid of them.
Tell me about it. But people hear Immortal King and they think they can cut their teeth on him.
That's...
It's to be a big deal, apparently. The heads of the houses have decided that they're to make a show of it. This is the first assassination attempt on my life since about 100 years ago, after all. They figure a big show will deter anyone else from trying, at least for the next 100 years or so. There'll be plenty of people to give you treats, and I'm sure they'd love to be your friend at the party.
Yeah, probably.
So he takes you to a room where a familiar face, a butler who... You can't remember what generation he is, but it's a family business being the Immortal King's butler. And the butler will get you prepped, give you plenty of brushes to make sure you have no loose fur, you're all prim and proper. And the party will seemingly go by in a haze. You know you met several people. Most of them gave you treats and offerings and you learned that it is tradition when approaching the Immortal King's castle to always bring offerings to the little lord of the manor. It is at this
I
point...
feel like Fletcher is just a little bit more silent than he normally would be at these kinds of parties. Like, normally he's, like, prancing around in it. This time he's kind of just... Like, he'll get, like, the momentary joy whenever somebody brings over a treat or they scratch, like, that really good spot behind the ears. But besides that, it's been mostly kind of tame for the little lord. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're perfectly fine. I was typing out something to somebody else real quick. But, so, after the party, the Immortal King carries you to the courtyard, and you will see a elaborate guillotine has been set up. And sitting in the guillotine, already locked in, you see Jody.
No, not allowed. No. Absolutely fucking not. No, I knew that was where it was going. Absolutely fucking not. So Fletcher, who is being all silent and kind of like neat, immediately just goes, fuck no. No, I don't give a fuck. No. And immediately, like, starts going over as quickly as possible to Divine Lance the fuck out of that blade so that it doesn't fall and hit Jody.
The minute you begin to move, you hear something that you haven't heard in a long time. The Immortal King give a command, and gravity suppresses you to the ground. Your magic abandons you. And he goes, an example must be made of filth such as this. There will be no peace until light is all that remains. We must eradicate evil. We must eradicate darkness.
It's not evil! No!
This poor fool thought they could take my life. They have embraced the dark and thus no longer deserve to live.
What do I do? Fuck. I don't know what I actually can do. Shit. Fletcher's a one-trick pony. Fuck.
Out of character, real quick, I will remind you. Fletcher has lived with the Immortal King for at least 3 millennium. This feels extremely out of character for the Immortal King.
Yeah.
It is the teachings of Golau that demands the eradication of evil, that demands the eradication of darkness. The Immortal King has long since abandoned that process. Oh, I am getting a phone call from the agent selling my house. I will be right back.
Oh, valid. I genuinely don't have any. Fletcher really is a one-trick pony. God fucking damn it, Fletcher.
Okay, so first off, welcome in Subscorpion. Congrats on the first. Welcome in Mommy. Yes, there is a lot going on here right now. We're doing some Pathfinder 2e. Oh, I get it. You're being sarcastic because it's a blank screen. Right now, they're basically in a spirit theater or whatever. But good news, especially for Mommy, because I vented to Mommy about this situation. For those of you who don't know, me and Rena are married. We have a house. Because of recent financial struggles, we're no longer able to keep the house. We listed the house for a sale on Monday. We just got an offer that met our expectations today. Which means the house is sold, we're no longer worried about the mortgage company, and the people we're signing with want the closing date to be April 29th, meaning we have a month to get everything together that we need to get together in order to get out of here. So, huge fucking news. It gives a time frame to my wife, who absolutely hates not having a time frame, and it's just a lot of stress off my back.
Yes.
It kind of sucks that this isn't our forever home, but when we originally got it, our original thought process was we were going to have our friend Core and our friend Takey move in. They were going to help us pay some of the bills. We weren't going to make a big deal about it, of course, because that's not what friends do. And this was supposed to be a home where I could keep my friends safe. But that all has fallen apart, so it's time to let go. It sucks, but we will be able to move on and rebuild elsewhere. So, that all aside, Fletcher, you have been submitted to a command from the person that you are slowly realizing, this isn't how my person acts.
Yeah, this is not right. This doesn't feel correct in any sort of the slightest.
So, are you going to attempt to fight back against this?
Yes.
Roll me a will save.
And where the fuck is my saves? Where are you? Here. There you are. Do you want this to be public, blind?
Public.
What? Public. Fuck! Why are the dice terrible today? That's bullshit!
You do have the thing.
I'm gonna use my hero
No hero
point,
points.
that's not
No
good
hero
enough.
points for this. Do you keep struggling?
Yes.
Then struggle. Fight. Roll that will save.
I hate dice. I hate dice so much.
Rolled a 2, then rolled a 4. I hate these dice.
Have I ever actually rolled like above a 10 on this thing?
Yes, you have rolled 20s and you have rolled
20.
18s and such.
It's
Roll again if you continue to fight.
I'm not gonna stop. There we go. That's better. Not by much.
This person who is not this person, he is looking down at you. He is commanding over and over again for you to stay. And you are struggling. You are fighting. Roll me another save.
This is not my person.
This is not your person.
Not my person.
You are seeing through the truth of it. It is not that you are unworthy. It is that your worth is being measured. What you thought was simply accepting your fate was already giving in to your first trial. You break free. You go up, and when you reach the guillotine, it all fades to black. As we now go over to K-Paw.
Unmuted.
K-Paw.
Before I forget.
K-Paw. You find yourself back in the forest. The haunted forest with all the ghosts and whatnot. Everything you've experienced since going to the capital, since leaving Traeg, seems like a distant dream. It is all behind you. And you hear the shamblings of skeletons rising around you.
No.
Three skeletons appear from the trees inside your clearing where you have made your camp for the night, escorted by a lone priest of the Church of Darkness. He looks at you and he goes, "Finally, I have found you. The one
Nope.
they call...
Hey, he runs.
He runs.
Just fuck your monologue. I'm out of here.
Rena, mommy wants me to give you loves, hugs, and kisses. I will do that in person after the session, but and I have been turned into a chibi. Anywho, so, K-Paw, as you run, you just hear that voice echoing in your head. You are unworthy. Over and over again as you run. You find yourself back in the clearing. The skeletons are there. The elements seem distant to you currently. What do you do?
That didn't work. Bonk him on the head. Go.
Okay, roll me an attack roll as you run up and try to smack... are you smacking the priest or one of the skeletons?
Are they in front of the priest?
The skeletons are in front of the priest slightly, yes.
Always start with the skeleton.
Okay, roll it.
Staff. There it is. Well.
That will hit because these are basic pitch minion skeletons. You just pop the head off of one and it goes flying. The voice in your head has changed. No longer is it shouting at you that you are unworthy. It is shouting at you to remember. And as it does, the aura you so carefully cultivated, you feel the fire well up inside you again.
That worked much better. He does his little infusion thing and makes a water hammer and smacks another one.
Roll it.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The skeleton crumbles to dust underneath the weight of your hammer. But then the water seems to flow away. Embrace your truth. And you feel the fire inside you well up once more.
Wait, there's two more. I can do the thing I haven't tried yet.
Okay, and this time, I'm just going to have you post what the ability is. I'm not going to make you roll anything.
Poster say, the flying flame.
Post it so that it can be seen. You can read it out loud as well or say it, but it's nice to have a visual representation to read along as well. Or I guess if you say it, I can pull it up on your character sheet.
How do I share it?
I don't know. What are you trying to do? You said flying flame?
Yes.
Okay, a tiny shape of flame appears, taking a form of your choice, such as a bird, an arrow, or a simple sphere. It flies from you up to 30 feet in a path you choose. Each creature it passes through takes 1d6 fire damage with a DC 18 reflex save. A creature attempts only one save even if the flame passes through multiple times. So go ahead, explain it out. What shape does it take? What path does it take? Also, Tanky, your character is being complimented by Mommy again. Such a fierce, powerful, and warm look is what she says.
That is the point.
I am actually not on my character right now, but whatever.
realized halfway through I wasn't Fletcher, so I have.
Well, also, the last time I was trying to change it, it didn't freaking take the change, so I kind of don't want to change it back right now.
That's valid.
I just forgot to even like think about Fuji's. I there's one of three things I would be.
Alright, so he's gonna make it look like himself, and then fly through them.
Okay, so as you send out
Pulling
the
them except
flamey avatar
going
of
through.
yourself, as it Superman punches through both of them, they both just burst into flame and disintegrate to ash. And
Was it always that easy?
And as they disintegrate into ash, that is your trailing thought as it fades to black. And now we are with Brynhildr. Brynhildr, this is the worst day of your life that you can remember. Your mentor, your master, your leader has died, and and his will has been read. He expects you to take his place. With the exception of a few close friends, your uncle, your father, and the such, most of them are hushes and whispers. She's too young. She has no merits to her name. She's talented, but inexperienced. Everywhere you turn within your house, you are faced with a reminder of how young, how lacking of experience you are, and the voice echoes in your head. You are unworthy. As you go through the different rooms, you are faced it again and again. One face you did not expect. Your friend, they are training desperately to join the Dragon Knights of Ryfel. And when he sees you, he just goes, I thought you were different. That you didn't care about title or status. And yet you abandoned me for taking control of a branch.
I'm sorry, I did not realize you had started talking to me. I had completely spaced out because you were working on K-pop stuff.
I'm sorry. Okay, so how much of that did you hear?
The very last sentence is the only thing I really got.
Okay, so, Brynhildr, you are brought back to your worst day. The adventures of the last month, seemingly a dream. As you walk through the halls, all you can hear is the news. Your mentor and master, one of your closest friends, has died, and he has announced you his successor on his deathbed. As you walk through the halls of your house, you are met with disappointment and shame. People looking at you. You hear it, sometimes to your face, sometimes in hushed whispers. She has no merits to claim. She is too inexperienced. She might be talented, but she's so young. She has no business leading a house. And as you go through the halls, you're met with your childhood friend, training to join the Dragon Knights of Ryfel. When he sees you, he looks at you in disgust and says, I thought you were different. Yet you're just like all the other nobles. All you care about is status and a title to your name. You're abandoning me for what?
You know I don't care about the title. I care about my dead mentor.
Okay, 1 second. I do have to turn the music down a tidbit. For everyone in the VC, do I need to turn it down locally, or should I just turn it down on stream?
I'm fine with either. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I'll just
We
turn it down locally then.
we can turn it down ourselves as well. So
okay, is that better, chat? Well, I mean, obviously it's going to be better because it's a difference, but is it good enough or do I need to turn it down more? I'll even do a little song and dance while we wait, although my avatar doesn't dance because blah. While we're waiting for chat to say something. Okay, it's good now. He just looks at you and scoffs and turns away. You feel as if the next couple of hours are a phase. A haze. Distant, foggy, smoky, misty. The next thing you know, it is the day of your, well, coronation is the closest term I can think of. And all you see out in the crowd are those who have been looking down on you, who have been talking bad about you, dragging your name through the mud as they vie for taking over the house themselves. Standing at the altar, waiting to give you your signet and your banner, are the heads of two houses, Charlemagne and Rise, your uncles. But you can feel the pressure. The entire room is silently shouting at you to turn away, to turn your back on this, to go back and to abandon this cause. Behind you, with a hand outstretched, is your friend, begging you to give up on destiny, to give up on status, and to join him. What do you do?
I cannot give it up. As much as I would have loved my dream, my mentor, my friend, there's a reason. I'm not in it for anything that comes with it. But I was the one chosen, and I therefore have to be the one to do it.
You walk up to the coronation altar, and it plays out just as you remember it. Both your uncles, they whisper in your ear. They tell you how proud of you they are. They warn you there will be adversity the entire way, but they tell you that you will be able to overcome it. And it all fades to black as we now approach Jody. Jody, you go back even further. You hear that the family, whose name I have written down, but I cannot pronounce it for the life of me right now, is out hunting for you. You owe them a debt. And it's nothing new. You've been hunted by thugs and families before. They all always think that the freelancers owe them something. But this time, the whispers change different. This time, you think they expect you to pay with your life. Also, I should have asked, Jody, are you ready? Just so I don't have to repeat any of this.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. They are hunting you down when you come across a mysterious benefactor. He offers you a choice. Go, work from him. He'll take you south of the Vale. You'll find steady work there, and you will no longer be hunted down. Or you could face the quote-unquote debt that you owe. It's an offer he plans to give you only once. If you refuse now, he will leave. Unlike the others, you keep your memories of the past. You know that something isn't right. You hear the voice echo in your head. You are unworthy. But it is not the hermit's voice echoing it in your head. It is yours. The hermit once says that you have a choice to make. That you have the potential to save yourself and to save the world. Your own inner doubts tell you you are not a good person. You're no hero. There's no world that could be saved by you. The benefactor's offer seems tempting. You know that if you accept this benefactor's offer in this dream, you will face a different fate when you return to the world. Do you face yourself? Before you can bring yourself to answer, I meant to send this sooner, but I'm sending a thing to someone real quick.
No.
Psst, Inca.
Sorry, I did the polite thing. I love that that's become a meme for this group.
But you hear that echo in your head. Fletcher saying, "We'll do this together, yes? Please? I did the polite thing."
I think my specific words also when we were drinking it was, we'll keep each other safe, yeah?
The hermit's words echo in your head. Without you, they will do well, but they will ultimately fail. Do you take the benefactor's offer? Or do you walk away and accept your fate? Embrace your destiny.
She'll sort of ponder for a bit, just say, I can't leave them behind. No matter how much I want to. AKA, she's walking away from the deal.
So, as it all fades, you come back to. So for everyone watching, there are 2 more people who have their own trials to face, but they are NPCs. And right now, because of how limited of time we have per session, and especially with it being interrupted by that phone call, I'll be recording those separately and posting to YouTube along with the rest of the God of the Light campaign. So if you would like to hear those stories later on, you can. But for now, we are going to say that they too have come through the first trial. The hermit looks at you all and goes, "Now that is how you embrace yourselves. That is how you prove yourselves worthy. It is but a step on the hero's path. But the first thing any hero needs is the courage to take that step. The courage to embrace themselves, their flaws and their strengths, their dreams and their nightmares. With all of that weight on their shoulders, are they still willing to take that first step? It's easy to drink from a chalice when people say the world is on the line. But when faced with it all together, when faced with what truly matters to you and what truly scares you, that is when your true self is shown." Tanky, you will notice that your chalice, the crack of darkness, has healed a little. There is still darkness coming out, but it no longer feels as if it is the darkness that'll pull you into the abyss. But rather, it is the darkness that embraces those with pain and scars to hide. It is the darkness that soothes what the light sears. He gives a bellowed shout. "The Fates! You see them now! Prepare them their next trial." And with that, the rock that he had resumed meditating on falls from beneath him. He falls with it. And in front of you is a dark blue portal.
Fletcher's just tackling Jody. Back on Jody's shoulder we go.
Yeah, you'll see that she was just kind of like dissociating a bit, and then like you snap her back and she'll pick you up.
Turns out Church of Darkness necromancers are actually pretty easy to kill.
Okay, Paul, roll an intelligence check. Just a d20 plus whatever your int mod is. Because, I mean, K-Paw is dense. He did trade his name to the Fae, but surely even he would realize that was just a dream and a test.
He's the smartest one in the party.
No, he's not. That's Brynhilde.
No. Brynhilde is 100% the smartest one in the party.
Well, he's smarter than me.
Put it over here.
That's not a hard bar to beat, though.
Yeah, you did use the standard awoken animal. There is a way to switch the stats to where you don't get the intelligence flaw, but you get one less stat buff in other stats, if I remember correctly. That is something I meant
having
to...
a minus in intelligence is a fun thing. It's fine.
Plus.
I meant to bring that up with Jody for the play-by post as well, but I stand corrected. K-Paul firmly believes he actually be a Church of Darkness necromancer, even though he knows the Church of Darkness does not have any necromancers in it, but...
Oh, boy.
K-Paul, everyone. The reason why the party owes a debt to the Fae, who traded his name to the Fae is still letting him use it, for now, but... So, dark swirly blue portal. I'm going to see if I can draw it.
In the abyss.
Yeah. There you go. Y'all aren't currently standing in it. That's just where it got drawn. But yeah, you got a dark swirly portal where the hermit once stood. Let's get y'all out of that real quick. Y'all have a decision to make. Although one might say it's a little too late to turn back now.
Right? Well, we've gotten this far. Shall I lead the way?
That's a good idea, because then I can follow the dragon lady.
And he's doing what he was told.
You just see Celeste walk up to the edge, jump 30 feet into the air, and just dive down with her spear first.
Oh. I want to restrict you.
Jody will specifically grab Fletcher off her shoulders, and you are now being held because
It's like
you're not falling through a fucking portal.
I'm moving Fletcher over to run on the thing because I'm being held.
Saren is
And
just
then-
gonna follow in after Celeste and go, not
Let's walk
everything
in.
has to be fancy, you know, and just kind of lets herself fall into it, even though she's just floating 5 feet above the ground in her dragonette form. And you find yourselves in a slightly familiar scene, minus a
priestess.
Saren, why are you a
What happened?
I'm going to
Say it
guess
like
that
that,
that token didn't get the updated item.
Probably.
Yeah, okay, there we go. And you are sitting around the campfire once more. But God damn it, Mommy. Anywho, but something seems off.
That can't have been it.
Thought I had a thing to change the...
We're together this time.
Yeah.
For now.
Even though the campfire is lit, it doesn't give off any light.
Oh boy.
Wonderful.
I can't see shit, Captain.
That's probably one of
Despite
the
how
best
dark it
darkness.
is, you all can kind of see, though.
I can see some shit, Captain.
And you hear an echo, seemingly from beyond. The hermit's voice speaks once more. Courage to step on the path. Wisdom to stay true to it. And unfortunately, that is where we're going to have to call it for the night, because last week has been hectic. And between the emotional whiplash I just had, including nearly bringing myself to tears doing Brynhilder's part. I nearly started crying while doing Brynhilder's part, folks. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. Just a reminder, we will not be playing next week because it is our dear friend Inka's affiliate anniversary, so she will not be able to join. And obviously, this is one of those campaigns where if everyone's not there, we don't play for the night. So, Inka, I thought you were in my chat.
No. I mean, I am technically. I'm lurking in your stream, but I am not.
Well, it's not letting me ping you. I was gonna give you a shout out before I raided.
Hold on. Let me. That's there. And now you might be able to. Not because I want to shout out, but because I wanted to make sure it worked.
Yeah.
Might not have known I was there.
Okay,
God
so
damn it, Twitch.
so Inka is going to be doing her affiliate anniversary next week on April 1st, nonetheless. She thought it was a joke almost. Anywho.
I wouldn't have gotten affiliate if it wasn't for Cell. I feel the need to point this out to chat. I would not have actually gotten affiliate if it wasn't for Cell literally dragging people and being like, hey, you should follow this person.
You would have gotten it. It just would have taken a little longer. You have how many viewers now? I mean, how many followers?
Now I'm 217. But at the time I was... You got me, like, literally, like, 10 followers on your own.
Yeah, which is why I 100% plan on crashing your affiliate anniversary unless you got a collab part planned.
No, I don't have it. I don't know what I'm doing fully besides stuff is on. I want to do, like, games with friends, but I don't know if anyone's going to be busy.
Well, obviously,
Oh, thank you.
I mean, we're right here.
I will say this. If you want to run a clinic during the zombie apocalypse, Cure is cheap and it's a lot of chaotic fun.
Is that one of the ones that you sent to me? Probably. We can talk about this after.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anywho,
You still need to read.
that's a shout out to Inka. She's doing her affiliate anniversary next week, so we will not be playing the game, but do give her all the love and support you would normally give me. Mommy is in the chat. That is a terrifying thing I just said. Don't worry about it, Inka. You'll find out. But anywho, we are going to be raiding another friend. I'm going to deafen so y'all don't have to hear me do my raid chat stuff. Okay, so we are going to be raiding Kurai Ace. They are currently playing Code Vein 2. Of all of the friends that I haven't raided in a while, they look like they need the most love currently. So do give them the same love and respect that you would give me. They are an awesome person who has Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mommy. Of course, as always, I don't expect it, but the day you made me cry with the gifted subs is still one of my favorite clips, and you are one of the most precious people to me. I don't expect anything from you. I want you to know that, but it is very much appreciated, and you have done a lot to get me through some dark times, and same with Rena. But we're rating the friend, Kurai Ace. Show them the same love and respect you'd show me. It's a dragon raid. If you are subbed, use those dragon emotes. If you are not, do whatever. Be kind. I love you all. You are the treasures that make streaming worthwhile. And I will catch y'all sometime later this week. My work schedule is going to be very hectic the next couple of days, but I'm going to try to sneak in the streams. We got a lot of content going on. There's the Warframe update. There's the new DLC for Borderlands. There's the new DLC for AI Limit, and I still need to catch up to where I can play that DLC. So I do have stuff planned. It's just work is hectic as well. Thank you all so much for being here. As you know, dragons like to hoard things, and I hoard stories.